Okay, Harry, good afternoon. Hey mate, as I promised you, I would send you a video in how to clean and prepare this Cutterblock. So here we have a spiral head, just like you've got at your operation now. We will undo the wedge as such, and you'll see here the wedge bar and then the knife will come out. All right, so there's a little two safety pins in there to stop the knife should that wedge come loose from flying out of the block. But if this was a head that had been already used, we would clean that knife, particularly focusing on this face here, to make sure all the resin and all that is off it before we put it back in. And when we knew the two knives were perfectly smooth, then we can then sit the knife back down into the wedge itself. So here we will, it's quite a simple system here to get it right. We push it down, and the Cutterblock has actually got the angle machined into it on the knife. You can see you've got a little bit of movement on here, but it centers itself, and you only just got to have a little bit of pressure on your thumb to make sure that that bottom of the knife is seated firmly in its seat. And then after just lightly nipping it up, we will get a torque wrench and hit a little click. That means it's at tension. So these Cutterblocks here only need a torque rating around 18 to 20 Newton meters, so it's not very high. But if you follow those steps and just use your finger, I can undo another one, to remove the Cutterblock. So here I remove the knife. I'll just clean the oil off it. You can tell it's brand new. Okay. Just make sure those two surfaces are steel on steel. If you do have any resin or stuff on it, when you do it up, it can get a bit of contamination between it and crack the knife. So the most common cause of a knife cracking is because there is a bit of gunk still on the knife. So I'm just going to lightly put that in. Make sure that's reasonably centered. And I just put my thumb, very light pressure on there, just hold it in place, and then grab the torque wrench, and you will turn that on until you hear a click. And now that's done up. So Harry, that's as simple and as easy as it is to guarantee that that knife is sitting against the machine pocket of the block, and that knife is parallel. And you can see here, you've got little edges on the knife so that the corresponding one here doesn't overlap to get a little mark. If you do get a mark, one of the knives is not being seated 100% correct. So just loosen it off, go through the process of cleaning the two surfaces, putting it back in and doing it up. Okay, thank you.